Hi Aquarius, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. Create some sacred space around this reading. So this month for May, we have a full moon in Scorpio on the 7th and a new moon in Gemini, which is favorable to your sign, on the 22nd. And then in the middle of the month, we have Saturn going retrograde, and then Venus, and then Jupiter. So this is going to be, this month things are going to slow down. And it's time to take a step back and rethink our strategies and rethink and reconfigure. It's kind of like the GPS, recalculating, So we're going to have time to take a breath before things start moving forward again, especially with this coronavirus and everyone being stuck at home. It's giving us a chance to really reevaluate our lives. So let's see what's coming up for you for love and relationships for May. What do the cards say? So what does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for May 2020? The Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you start the month off with the Eight of Cups. And this is a card of dissatisfaction and feeling the need to move on. The Eight of Cups is an energy of, something was once good, but it's no longer fulfilling. And now you may be thinking about moving on to something better, something that's more in line with who you are now. So you could be thinking about leaving a relationship or some type of situation that's just not, you're just not feeling the magic anymore. You have the Nine of Swords here, so you're really worried. You're doing a lot of thinking, and you're worried about something. It's like you're up at night thinking about it. Maybe you're trying to decide, thinking about your decision, because you're feeling like leaving. And you're thinking, well, I don't know, is this the right thing to do? And you could also be worried about someone's health, because sometimes but the Nine of Swords is really a mental stress card. So you're worried about some of the decisions that you're thinking about making. And it could be around relationship. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I commit? Do I leave someone for someone else? These could all be the thing. I mean, not everyone is going to be leaving their partner for someone else. You may just be thinking, do I stay or do I go? And for some of you, there could be a new relationship that's on the horizon. And you may be deciding, do I want to get involved with this person or not? So, because you have the Ace of Cups here, and this is in the past. So there's already the beginnings of a relationship. There's either a new creative project or a new beginning has already started. The potential has already begun. It's not like it's coming up in the future. It's there. But you're worried about it for some reason. You have the Seven of Swords here, which is in the recent past. So either I'm getting two different storylines here. It could be that you have to keep your plan secret. So if you're thinking of leaving someone for someone else, there could be some relationship that you need to keep quiet, or you're not ready to reveal your plans yet. I mean, and it may not be a cheating thing. I don't want to say that and worry everybody. It could be that you're just not sure of what you want to do, and so you're keeping your plans close to your chest. But you are thinking of leaving something or leaving something behind. And maybe, you're not wanting to announce that until you're sure. Sometimes the Seven of Swords comes up when you feel like someone's not being honest with you or transparent. Or, they're telling you one thing to your face and they're doing something else behind your back. So there might be some trust issues in a relationship where you're not sure how this person really feels. Or you may feel like they're trying to take something from you, or they're not being honest in some way. Because that Seven of Swords can be a sneaky energy. It's the thief card or the sneaky card. But sometimes it also comes up when we're not facing the truth about something. Maybe you don't want to see the truth in a situation and you're like ignoring it, sweeping things under the rug. I think at this full moon that we're having in Scorpio, truths are going to be revealed. So you're going to know the truth and you're going to have to face the truth one way or another, and then you'll know what to do. Now, that being said, there is some good energy coming up here. You have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. So there is someone in your life you're going to be getting some type of romantic proposal from this king. It could be from the King of Cups. And you have to decide if this is something that you want to get involved in or not. It has the potential to bring you victory, stability, marriage even, or commitment. And maybe that's why you're a little bit worried. You're not sure if you want to make a commitment because you don't want your freedom restricted. But the King of Cups energy, this person is very compassionate, very kind, very loving. This is the card of the healer or the counselor. Someone you can just talk to, tell your problems to, and they just understand you. He also keeps his feelings hidden. So you may not always know where you stand with this person because they're very sensitive. They're afraid of getting rejected, so they may not always reveal their feelings. But I think this person is going to reveal their feelings for you this month because this Knight of Cups energy is a proposal. And you could feel like you have some kind of karmic connection with this person. So there's just a special connection, special magic. Now, for some reason, you have the Four of Wands here in your negative thinking sector. So it's like you have this opportunity, but you don't believe it. I think there's like a little bit of a cynical attitude. Like you're thinking, nothing works out for me. No, this person can't be for real. There must be a catch. What's the catch? When is the other shoe going to drop? You're being a little bit suspicious, maybe overly so. And I think it's probably because of some things that you've experienced in the past, some disappointments. So you're being extra cautious. But I don't see any deception with this person. I think it's more a mental thing with you that you're not believing that this is even possible. And here you have the Queen of Swords. So this is how your partner sees you. And I think that your partner sees you as someone who's very independent and hard to reach, like not reachable. Because the Queen of Swords energy is someone who's got the wall built up. You have a wall up in front of you. And it's like you're like the sleeping beauty in the house with the thorns, and the prince has to go through all the thorns and cut through all that stuff just to get to you, So you're wanting people to, and you've become that way because you don't let your heart rule your head. You use logic to make decisions. So you're not, someone can't appeal to you on an emotional level and say, and then throw up all this romantic stuff. You don't care about that. You want to know the facts. Just show me the facts. A person's behavior counts more than what they say. But you could be dealing with a water sign or someone who's very sensitive, and their approach to love is very different than your approach to love. Their approach to love is a little bit more nurturing, more bond. They want more of a closer bond. And you being an Aquarius, you want a lot of space. You need air. You don't want to be glued to the hip with someone. You don't want any Klingons. You want someone that allows you to be free and allows you to be who you are. You don't want to merge with someone. That's not your idea of perfect love. Your idea of perfect love is two trees standing side by side that, their branches are touching, but they're still separate individuals, right? So there might be some resistance coming from you to this offer or this bonding or this opportunity for love. And it's possible because you have been betrayed in the past, because this is something that's passing. You're thinking to past relationships and when you've been betrayed or disappointed. And I think that's why you're putting the wall up. And that's why you're thinking, oh, this, negatively, which you have to stop. Because your thoughts create your reality. So you have to start thinking more positive. Like, yes, this is possible. I am capable of finding love. I am lovable. I can give love. I can receive love. Think of all those things. That should be your mantra. Don't let your mind take you to places you don't want to go, because your mind is, monkey mind. It's going to, think of all these reasons why you shouldn't fall in love, or all these reasons why things could go wrong. Think about all the reasons why things could go right, and you'll attract that energy to you. Here you have your wish fulfillment. You have the Strength card. So this means you could possibly need, this is not everybody, but for some, you might need some counseling to overcome your fears of commitment. The Strength card comes up when someone is having a problem with their emotions. You could be dealing with issues of anger. Now this could be you or the other person. You might be dealing with someone who has some anger issues, or it could be your own emotional state that's a little bit unstable right now. And maybe you just need to talk to someone and straighten it all out. Sometimes another person's perspective can help sort things out in your own mind. But there's definitely some type of block that you have to overcome, a block to intimacy. And learning not to let people push your buttons, learning not to react, but learning to be more calm and just respond. Like, observe, don't absorb. That phrase? When someone pushes your buttons, don't take it in, and then, you just do this sudden reaction. Just take a few deep breaths, process what you're feeling, take a few time out before you respond. Don't just, fire off an attack. Anyway, the Strength card comes up sometimes when you need counseling in a relationship, when it would help. And then you have this Knight of Swords. So this energy is a quick energy. It's a quick energy. So someone might be coming in quickly or departing quickly. So for some of you, you might be leaving a relationship quickly to take a new relationship. Or there could be someone, I feel like there's an ending and a new beginning. Someone's leaving, someone new is coming. I'm not seeing any time cards, but I'm thinking it's possible. I don't know that it will happen in May. Maybe more in June. But you're in the process of leaving something that's no longer fulfilling and moving on to something that could be very stable and very rewarding romantically for you. A new beginning, a new stable beginning. But it will require you making a quick decision to leave something behind that's not serving you. So just be prepared, because something is coming. And drop your guard. Let love in. Okay, so let's see what the astrology has to say. So the full moon in Scorpio is happening in your 10th house, and the sun is in your 4th house. So something is coming to completion around a career situation. You're going to see certain truths. You might be finishing up a project and be getting recognition. Also, there could be some news around your home, because the sun is in the 4th house with conjunct Mercury. So there could be some messages coming in at this full moon. You might be signing a contract. Maybe you're working on your house, or there's something involving some type of home issue and some type of contract. Maybe you're selling a house. Mars is in your 1st house, and it's squaring this full moon. So you're feeling very restless in May. You're wanting to take action. So this could be you, this Knight of Swords, where you just want to jump into something. You're tired of being stuck at home. You're tired of things not moving. And the first thing that comes along, you just want to run with it. So you want to tone that down. Don't rush into anything. Just take your time and think about everything. Especially because we're going to be having some aspects in May where Mercury is going to be squaring to Neptune. And when that happens, you want to really, look over everything before you sign on the dotted line. Especially if it involves contracts around selling a house or buying a house. So Neptune's in your 2nd house right now. So your financial situation is a little bit like money's just pouring out. You know, it comes and it goes. You want to take a look at your financial situation and see where your money's going. You need to get a better grip on it, because you haven't really been paying attention to it. You've been just kind of like, well, you know, the universe will provide. And in most cases it will. But you still want to have some kind of budget or a plan. You don't want, you know, and you have to, or you're going to find that you're saying like, where's all my money going? I don't have any money. Where am I spending it on? Now Neptune is trining the full moon. So if you're working on some type of project that involves creativity or spirituality, you could be getting some type of recognition or even money coming along those lines. So you could be doing work that involves healing or creativity or whatever you're doing, it's going to bring money in. And you're going to get you're completing some project that's going to bring you recognition. Pluto and Jupiter are still in your 12th house. So you're still working on clearing out, you know, the baggage, getting rid of, you know, finishing up an old cycle, really. You're preparing for when Jupiter moves into Aquarius at the end of the year. And eventually Pluto in like 2024 is going to move into Aquarius, or 26. I think it might be 26. So in a few years, Pluto is going to get out of Capricorn. And he's kind of at the tail end of Capricorn now. When he moves into Aquarius, there's going to be big changes coming in your life and the way you're seen in the world and the way you deal with power. So, but right now, you're dealing with psychological issues with Pluto. It's dredging up stuff from the past. It's dredging up old, you know, what's blocking me. So now is a good time, and I've been saying this for a while because Pluto's been here, you know, it's a long-term transit, but it's a really good time to do some like meditate and to become aware of what's going on in your unconscious and how you're being programmed by your unconscious, and to release those patterns that are no longer serving you. So that's why I'm saying counseling, and it doesn't have to be, you know, some people don't like psychologist or counselor. It doesn't have to be a formal psychologist. It could even be a good friend that you talk things out to, or a family member that you respect. You just need another person's perspective, because your thinking might be a little bit cloudy when it comes, you know, you might have a blind spot that everyone can see except you. And if you're willing to go there and you have the courage to face things, you can free yourself from that baggage. So, and it's a good time to do that while Pluto's in the 12th house, to get rid of the baggage, get rid of what's holding you back. Venus is in your 5th house. So Venus is bringing love. Here it is. The only thing is, and it can be exciting, it can be very romantic, but it's squaring Neptune. So this love, and Neptune's in your 2nd house. Make sure that this person is, you may over-idealize someone. So especially if they're offering you a job. They may promise you a lot of money and it may turn out to be not what you thought you were going to get. Or they may tell you, oh, I've got all this stuff, I've got this money, and blah, 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 blah. And then it turns out they don't have anything. Neptune can bring a soulmate, but when it's squaring to Venus, you may not be seeing this person realistically. So you might be falling in love with love and not the actual person. So you want to look clearly at what this person represents and make sure, you know, take your time. Don't commit right away. Give the relationship a chance. Give the person a chance to show, you know, because at the beginning everybody's great. You know, it's only after you've been together for a while that you start to see things come up. And then, because a person who is being true to themselves is always going to be the same. But a person who's got an agenda or is hiding their true nature, they can't keep that up forever. So eventually you're going to see the true nature come out. That's all I'm saying. And with Neptune square Venus, there's the potential for that confusion or misrepresentation is very high. So then we have, okay, the retrogrades. So Saturn goes retrograde on May 11th until September 28th. And Saturn right now is in your 1st house of Aquarius. So Saturn is, you're getting serious about who you are and how you present yourself to the world. And you're showing more commitment and more dedication. You might even be a little bit cold. People might say, gee, you used to be so much fun. How come you're so serious now? Because Saturn's in your 1st house. Now it's all work and no play. Saturn's going to go back into Capricorn, give you one last chance to clear the closet, to clear out the basement, to release whatever you've been trying to let go of. And then it's going to come back into Aquarius when it goes direct at the end of the year. And it'll be in Aquarius, your sign, for the next 2.5 years. So you're going to get serious about, people are going to start to take you seriously. You might even come into a position of leadership or an executive type of position at that point. Now, when Venus goes retrograde, it's going to retrograde in your 5th house. You may revisit a creative project that you put aside. You know, I didn't have time to do this, but now I want to pick that up again. Or it could be something with your children. You may reconnect with children, or you may reconnect with an old romance. People from the past may come back, and you may want to try again with this person. So whenever there's a retrograde, plus after Venus goes retrograde, then Mercury goes retrograde. So there's a great potential for reconnecting with the past and having some type of closure or having a redo, you know, trying again, making it work. And then we have Jupiter going retrograde May 14th in Capricorn, and then it'll go direct in September. And then by the end of the year, Jupiter's going to be in your sign. So that's going to be great for you. Right now, Jupiter's your guardian angel in the 12th house. So you're having some type of protection, someone from behind the scenes. You might be getting spiritual guidance, or someone behind the scenes is trying to help you, is protecting you. When Jupiter goes to the 1st house, you're going to be the star for the year. And that'll be at the end. That'll be like in November, December of this year. So then we have the new moon in Gemini. And that's in your 5th house. So the potential for a new romance is very strong this month. And here it is. Here's this King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. That's love. Cups are love. But it could also be a creative project. Someone may want to involve you in some type of creativity. And it could bring fun to your life. You could have some fun with this. And it's trining Saturn in your 1st house. So whatever you're getting involved in, it has the potential to be long-term. The only thing is it's squaring Mars. Mars is squaring the new moon from the 2nd house. So there could be some money issues around this new beginning. Maybe it's going to cost you money, or you're not going to have the money to pursue this thing. Or you could be arguing over money. So if someone's offering you a job, maybe you have to negotiate the salary. Maybe it's not what you want. You know, you wanted more money and they're wanting to give you less or something like that. So you have to, like I said, make sure that whatever they're promising, they're going to deliver. Uranus is still going through your 4th house, so it's shaking up your home life. You could be moving, or you could be renovating your house, making it more modern. There could be people moving in and out of your house. There's a lot of activity, a lot of surprises with Uranus. Check your electrical wiring. You know, you might have problems with wiring. Uranus rules electricity. You could also be working from home using the internet, working on some kind of technology project. Then you have Venus and Mercury coming together at this new moon. They're going to be conjunct at 20 degrees Gemini in the 5th house. So you could hear from someone, especially when the new moon comes. Venus will be retrograde, so it could be someone from the past you reconnect with. But again, it's squaring Neptune. So just be careful that someone doesn't hit you up for money. That's all I'm saying, because I'm seeing the 5th house, which could be children, or it could be a relationship, you know, a romantic partner, and the 2nd house of money. So, you know, it could be one of your kids needs extra, you know, hey, I need to borrow money because I lost my job, I'm on furlough because of the COVID virus or something. Or I need to move back home because I can't afford my rent, you know. I mean, these things could happen. Or you could hook up with a partner who's like borrowing money from you or costing you money in some way. So just be careful of that. On the other hand, Venus and Mercury, you're going to be very creative. If you ever wanted to do anything creative writing, write a book, do some artwork, music, whatever it is, now's your chance with this new moon to really put your special gifts out there. The only, like I said, the only challenge you might have is around issues of money. So you might be thinking, oh, hey, if I write this book, I'm going to make millions, you know, and that you might have unrealistic views about what the financial aspect is. Or you might think, oh, it's not going to cost that much, and then it turns out to be much more. So just be cautious around the money part. But other than that, it could be a fun month, and you could really you could bring more motivation back to your life. You know, like you're really feeling enthusiastic about this, what you're moving toward. You're leaving behind something that's like, I don't really love it anymore, and I need to do something that really speaks to my soul. You have that chance this month, especially at the new moon, to get involved in something that really speaks to your gifts and allows you to express your creativity in a more authentic way. And Mars is sextile Uranus, so, you know, it sometimes makes people, Mars and Uranus, when they come together, it's a volatile combination. Sudden thing. So, you know, you're going to want to watch, let's see, where's Mars? There could be some unexpected expense. Where is Mars? Mars is in Pisces, connected with your home. So don't save a little. If you don't have a nest egg, start saving some money, because there could be some unexpected thing, like a repair that needs to be done that you weren't counting on. But other than that, this new moon is going to be good for you. And it could lead to something that you really love doing. Either a fun romance or a new creative project that you're just loving. And it's just really speaking to who you are. It's something fun, something you've always wanted to do. So if you have any blocks or any fears around commitment or relationship, or any fears about expressing yourself and putting yourself out there, get some counseling if you need it, or get to even just talking to a friend. Don't overreact when people are pushing your buttons. If anything pops up unexpectedly, don't make any quick decisions. Take your time. Just think about it. But one thing you don't want to do is worry. And don't think negatively. Think positive, because good things are coming your way. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. And stay safe, be healthy. If you like this video, please click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button if you want to hear more. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we'll get you on the schedule. And in the meantime, if you're new, welcome. And thank you everyone who has been supporting this channel. I really appreciate all the comments. I love to read the comments. And I hope you're all enjoying the readings. And thank you for those who have ordered readings. I really enjoyed meeting and working with all of you. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. So I hope you enjoy May, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.